G'day, legends! Are you ready for an adventure of a lifetime? Welcome to an epic Aussie adventure. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of Australia's stunning coastal trails. We're talking about some of the most jaw-dropping, awe-inspiring paths you'll ever set foot on. These trails are not just about the destination, but the journey itself. This isn't just a walk. It's about feeling the pulse of this wild land beneath your boots. Every step you take connects you to the ancient stories of this land. Imagine the salty breeze, the scent of eucalyptus, and the roar of crashing waves. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. We're stepping right into postcard-perfect landscapes, raw, untamed, unforgettable. These views are the kind that stay with you forever. So lace up your boots, slap on some sunscreen, and let's explore hidden coves, ancient forests, and cliffs that'll take your breath away. Every corner we turn reveals a new wonder. Ready? Let's get out there and see what makes Australia's coastlines truly legendary. This is more than a hike. It's a journey into the soul of Australia. First stop, Sydney's iconic Bondi to Coogee walk. This legendary coastal trail is a must-do for locals and visitors alike, stretching for 6 breathtaking kilometres along the city's eastern edge. It's more than just a walk. It's a journey through some of Sydney's most stunning natural and urban scenery, where every step brings a new surprise. Start at Bondi Beach, where the golden sand is alive with energy from sunrise. Surfers carve through the waves, while sunseekers lounge on the shore, soaking up the famous Aussie sunshine. The beach buzzes with life, from early morning swimmers to bustling cafes serving up fresh coffee and breakfast. As you leave Bondi behind, the path hugs the coastline, leading you along dramatic sandstone cliffs sculpted by the relentless Tasman Sea. The sound of waves crashing below and the salty breeze in your hair make this stretch unforgettable. Keep an eye out for dolphins or even migrating whales during the right season. Each turn reveals a new vista. Tamarama's pocket-sized beach, perfect for a quick dip or a photo stop, and Bronte's famous ocean-fed baths. The rock pools here are teeming with marine life, and the grassy park above is a favourite spot for picnics and weekend barbecues. It's a slice of Sydney life at its best. Past the historic Waverley Cemetery, perched dramatically above the waves. Its ornate headstones and peaceful setting add a touch of history and soul to the journey, reminding you of the generations who've admired these same views. It's a place of quiet reflection, with the endless ocean as a backdrop. Finish at Coogee, where the vibe shifts to laid back and welcoming. Locals and travellers alike relax on the grassy foreshore, while swimmers splash in the clear, inviting water. It's the perfect spot to cool off after your hike, grab a bite at a beachside cafe, or simply unwind and watch the world go by. You've just conquered one of the world's best urban coastal walks. Vibrant beaches, epic cliffs, and pure Sydney energy at every turn. Whether you're here for the exercise, the views, or the atmosphere, this walk captures the spirit of Sydney like nowhere else. What a ripper of a day. From sunrise at Bondi to sunset at Coogee, this adventure is pure magic, an unforgettable experience that will leave you wanting more. Next, we're off to Victoria for the legendary Great Ocean Walk. Over 100 kilometres of wild coastline, towering forests, deserted beaches, and sheer cliffs. Feel the power of the Southern Ocean and the history of the shipwreck coast. Walk through ancient Otway forests, then emerge to endless ocean views. The grand finale? The 12 Apostles, colossal limestone stacks battered by the sea. Witness nature's raw power and fleeting beauty. This is more than a hike. It's an epic journey through Victoria's wild heart. Absolutely magnificent. Now we're heading west to the Cape to Cape track in WA's Margaret River region. Walk between 2 lighthouses through a world of wildflowers, ancient granite and turquoise surf. In spring, the landscape bursts with colour. Over 2,500 wildflower species. Watch surfers tackle monster waves, or find a quiet cove for a peaceful swim. Explore hidden caves and spot kangaroos, quendas, and migrating whales offshore. This track is a full package deal. Wildflowers, surf, cliffs, and wildlife. The Cape to Cape is a true Western wonder. Off to Tasmania's Scenic Peninsula, straight out of a fantasy novel. This is a place where wild beauty and rugged adventure collide, and every step feels like you're wandering through a dreamscape. The peninsula juts out into the Tasman Sea, its coastline carved by wind and waves, and its cliffs rising dramatically above the turquoise water. The Scenic circuit takes you over ancient pink granite mountains, past stretches of powdery white beaches, and alongside sapphire waters that seem to glow in the sunlight. The trail winds through landscapes that shift from dense coastal bush to open, windswept headlands, offering new perspectives at every turn. Climb to the famous Wineglass Bay lookout for one of Australia's most iconic views, a perfect crescent of sand framed by forested hills and the endless blue of the ocean. It's a moment that will stay with you long after you leave. Walk the squeaky, pristine sand, dip your toes in the chilly, crystal-clear water, and cross to the secluded Hazards Beach, where you might have the entire shoreline to yourself. The sense of isolation and peace here is truly special. Follow the winding track through fragrant coastal woodlands, beneath the glowing granite peaks of the Hazards, and listen for the calls of native birds echoing through the trees. Every section of the trail reveals something new and unexpected. The colours, vivid pink granite, dazzling white sand, and deep blue sea are unforgettable, painting a landscape that feels almost otherworldly. It's a feast for the senses at every turn. It's a challenging walk with steep climbs and rocky descents, but the rewards are immense. Each viewpoint, each quiet cove, and each sweeping vista makes every step worthwhile. As the sun sets and the pink granite glows, you'll understand why Scenic is Tassie magic at its best. A place where adventure, tranquility, and natural wonder come together in perfect harmony. Up to Queensland's Noosa National Park for a classic coastal walk. Start near bustling Hastings Street, but quickly slip into lush rainforest and ocean views. Discover hidden bays like Tea Tree and Granite Bay, perfect for a swim or dolphin spotting. Watch for sea turtles, pods of dolphins, and maybe even a snoozing koala. The track leads to Hell's Gates, a dramatic outcrop with sweeping coastal vistas. Noosa's walk is easy, beautiful, and packed with wildlife. A true Queensland gem. Just south of Sydney, the Royal National Park's coast track is a wild escape. Hike 26 kilometres of wind-swept cliffs, palm jungles, and hidden beaches. Marvel at ancient Hawkesbury sandstone and the iconic Wedding Cake Rock. Descend to secluded coves like Watamolla and Gary Beach, perfect for a swim. Discover Eora Aboriginal rock engravings, connecting you to ancient stories. This track is a journey through time, nature, and culture. Challenging, rewarding, and right on Sydney's doorstep. What an adventure. Next, South Australia's Kangaroo Island Wilderness Trail, a wildlife wonderland. Trek through Flinders Chase National Park, reborn after bushfires and teeming with life. Share the path with kangaroos, wallabies, echidnas, and koalas. Walk wild sea cliffs and visit the surreal, remarkable rocks in Admiral's Arch. Watch fur seals play beneath the arch and soak in the raw, rugged coastline. This trail is a story of survival, resilience, and wild beauty. It's remote, challenging, and deeply rewarding. Kangaroo Island is pure magic. North of Sydney, the Bondi Coastal Walk is a hidden Central Coast gem. Stroll through lush rainforest, then burst onto sunlit cliff tops with sweeping ocean views. Spot whales in migration season and explore secluded beaches like Maitland Bay. Swim, snorkel, and discover the shipwreck remains of the PS Maitland. This walk blends shady forests, sunny cliffs, and fascinating history. It's a perfect day hike, challenging, beautiful, and peaceful. Bondi is coastal heaven. Down to NSW's Sapphire Coast for the Light to Light walk, a remote, wild adventure. Start at Boyd's Tower, then follow rugged cliff tops and pristine beaches to Green Cape Lighthouse. Camp at Saltwater Creek or Bitangaby Bay, swim in crystal waters, and revel in solitude. Spot kangaroos, wallabies, wombats, and listen for lyrebirds. Watch whales, seals, and dolphins offshore. This is a journey for the soul, untouched, beautiful, and rich in history. The Sapphire Coast is absolutely stunning. For our grand finale, we're at Victoria's Wilson's Promontory, the southern tip of mainland Australia. The Southern Circuit is a multi-day trek through granite peaks, lush forests and pristine beaches. Camp at Sealer's Cove or Little Waterloo Bay, remote, wild and unforgettable. Share your campsite with wombats, kangaroos and vibrant bird life. The Prom is a sanctuary, offering intimate wildlife encounters and breathtaking scenery. Completing this hike is a true achievement. What a spectacular end to our coastal adventure. What a journey! From Queensland's sun to Tassie's wilds and beyond, we've explored Australia's most stunning coastlines. Thanks for joining me. Your passion for adventure keeps this community alive. These trails are more than paths. They're lifelines to nature and reminders of what we must protect. If you loved this adventure, subscribe and join our crew of explorers. Until next time, stay passionate, stay adventurous, and look after our beautiful planet. See you on the next one.